If you're like most people, the thought of spending even a minute longer on a plane may seem unappealing. At Qantas Airlines, they're testing the limits of what's possible. It was 2019 before the pandemic. We joined a Qantas research flight with just a handful of passengers on a 19-plus-hour flight to Down Under. Takeoff time 9:27 p.m. out of New York, 12:27 p.m. tomorrow in Sydney. On board, researchers monitored the 4 pilots who wore brain scan and light exposure meters. What's your biggest concern?
Just making sure that the pilots and the crew on board the aircraft are getting enough rest, getting enough nutrition, and doing all the right things that are going to maintain their health and well-being on board such a long flight.
Could they manage the jet lag?
That is the enemy that I face every time I fly. I just get really, really groggy and lazy, and I don't want to do anything.
The key, reset our body clocks. Right away, the plane was on Sydney time. That meant lunchtime. A low-carb, spicy meal with lights on bright to keep us awake. Then exercise, the Macarena at 2 a.m. to keep the blood moving.
We are tricking our bodies. At the moment, because we're flying west, we are delaying our sleep.
Not easy. 3:30 in the morning East Coast time, which means I've now been awake for 22 hours and I really would love to go to sleep. The pilots, meanwhile, rotated through sleep shifts in their private quarters.
We need to extend the duty times of pilots from 20 hours to 22 hours, maybe to 24 hours.
I'm not sure. It's definitely longer, so feeling a little more tired, but we'll see how it goes.
Finally, we were allowed to sleep in total darkness. Blue screens discouraged. When we awoke, researchers tested passenger alertness.
I feel better, but time will tell this afternoon.
Then, 19 hours and 16 minutes later,
you'll get a magnificent view of the Opera House.
Touchdown in Sydney. Fast forward to today, and the University of Sydney's research results are in.
If you optimize the times when you are exposed to light, when you eat, when you exercise, it will help synchronize the body clocks and reduce jet lag.
The food, lights, and exercise did lead to better quality of sleep in flight, less severe jet lag, and better cognitive performance 2 days after the flight. So Qantas has ordered 12 new Airbus planes specially designed with fewer seats, more room, and that all-important Macarena exercise area. In first class, mini hotel suites. It's a big bet to connect Down Under with Up Here.
Project Sunrise, which whole intent is to make Australia that bit closer to the rest of the world.